guys, I just came from downstairs. Today,
How you gonna say down?
hey guys, I just came from downstairs, but all my ingredients are here. And if you're here with me today, you want to learn how to make some brownies from scratch. So, you know what you need, right? Or you might not know what you need. So I'm gonna tell you what you need. You need one very large bowl because you need to fit a lot of ingredients and you gotta mix a lot of ingredients. So you need a big bowl. It should sound kind of like hollow. If your bowl don't sound like there's somebody on the other end, you need another bowl. A whisk, flour that I already got in my sifter, some powdered sugar, granulated sugar, chocolate chips, cocoa powder, canola oil, and a pan of your choice. I also got in the refrigerator 2 eggs, some vanilla, and a little splash of water to kind of mix it all together. Because I know you guys are probably like, how the hell is she gonna make brownies with no eggs? But I don't want my eggs just sitting out, just getting room temperature. So let's get started. I'm gonna get started by sifting my flour. And this, what I'm sifting right here is just 3/4 cups of flour. And I'm sifting it onto a piece of wax paper or parchment paper just so I can pour it into the bowl easily after I'm done sifting. And if you got some sticking on the sides, just go ahead and give it a little clap, clap. Don't be scared of your utensils. Sift it on through. And the flour that I got is already pre-sifted, but it doesn't hurt to sift through again. And you know what? My cocoa powder is lumpy too, so I'm gonna throw that in here. Hit it along the edges, and then go ahead and sift that through too. And our cocoa powder is gonna do a lot of the work. And what I have right here, I got my recipe right beside me, but I have 2/3 cup of cocoa powder. And just sift that all the way through. Just so we're not dealing with so many lumps and clumps when we're making our brownies. Tap the side, and keep on twisting. Nothing to be scared of. And when I get a little bit more money and stuff, I'll get like a little automated hand mixer so y'all don't gotta see me sift all the way through this. But for now, I got the old-fashioned hand sifter, and I know a lot of you guys probably do too. I'm going. That's a lot that needs to be sifted through. You think you're done, but you're not. Tap those sides, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, I done sifted all the way through. Okay. So, alright. So, what I have here is my cocoa powder, unsweetened, and my flour mixed together right here in the bowl. So from there, I did sift it because it was kind of lumpy to make the stirring process a little bit smoother for me. If you don't have a sifter, it's okay. No harm, no foul. I've got my powdered sugar on a little piece of wax paper too. I'm going to move this bowl to the side and show you guys how I basically just pour the powdered sugar in there from my wax paper. Slide that wax paper underneath it a little bit. Oop, even though we spilled a little bit of sugar, it's okay. And go ahead and give it a lift so we're not spilling anymore. A little circle never hurt anybody. I've got my wipes over here to the side because a little bit of mess in your cleanest area is expected. So go ahead and sift your powdered sugar in there because we're mixing all of our dry together first. Don't just throw it together willy-nilly. The better you combine your ingredients, the better results. Like if you throw your dry together and then put your wet in, trust me, it's gonna come. Your brownies are gonna come together, be nice, chewy, soft, have that flaky top you want. Trust me. Alright, I got all my powdered sugar sifted all the way through, so I'm going to stir it together with my flour, my cocoa powder, and just go ahead and sift that through. That's my camera guy messing with my lighting. See, look at that. We're getting our own mix together. It's starting to look like box mix. Like, I know ain't nobody really... We got time for it, you guys. It's quarantine. There's nowhere to go. Make these good old brownies. I bet you guys will love them. So from there, I've got some chocolate chips. I'm going to throw a couple in. Leave a little bit behind for decorating, because what you can do is you can put a couple in the top for, like, to make them look, you know, a little bit cuter, a little bit better, and have the chocolate right at the top. So I'm pouring just, I'm going to say I'll pour in, I got a cup and a half right here. I'll pour in a cup and leave a half a cup for decorating. Ooh, sounds like bullets. Well, I don't know what bullets sound like when they hit stuff. Stir those chocolate chips in. Our mix is coming together, you guys. The dry is looking real good together. And what I have in here, I told you guys some sifted flour, some sifted cocoa powder, some powdered sugar, and then now I'm going to go ahead and add in my granulated sugar. Go ahead and just pour that in. And we need granulated sugar because our cocoa powder isn't sweetened. So go ahead and stir that in and twist that in. Ooh, this is going to be some good brownies. I can feel it. Alright, that is most of our dry right here. We do need salt for this recipe, but I have my salt, my vanilla, and my eggs in a little bowl. So this, we need 2 eggs, a teaspoon of salt, what else? Oh, and some vanilla. So I'm going to throw that in. I'm going to throw my half a cup of canola oil in. And I also need 2 teaspoons of water, which I'm going to put in my sugar bowl for lack of measuring cups right now. So excuse me real quick while I go get these 2 tablespoons of water. Not 2 tablespoons, you guys. 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to add that to my eggs. Forget it. Anyway, alright, I did the damn thing. I added the 2 tablespoons of water to my eggs. I'm going to go ahead and throw those in with mixed with the salt and the vanilla. Give that bowl a tap so that salt can come out. See, it was left behind. Ooh. You don't need salt, but salt is key to kind of enhance the sweeten. Ooh. It's storming in Sacramento, so the power is kind of flickering right now, you guys. If I lose power, I'm so sorry, but I guess it makes the video kind of a little bit more interesting. My setup was flickering. So I've got the eggs I just added in here. Go ahead and toss in your your canola oil and stir that through. In a couple weeks, you guys, I'm going to be doing a soup giveaway to the homeless and stuff out here in Sacramento in the area, because it's just been so crazy. Like, there's literally trees falling down outside right now. It's storming hard, you know, and people have nowhere to go. So we're going to try and get out there and do some good, give out some blankets, give out some coats, and just try and help people out a little bit. Ooh, this is looking just like brownie mix, y'all. What about yours? If you didn't follow me and yours is not looking like this, then you're a clown, because I don't know what to tell you. I told you what to do. I told you. At this point, we're going to stop whisking it. Go get you a spoon, because look at this. It's getting stuck all in our spatula. I mean, in our whisk. Just tap as much as you can out. And then go get you a spoon. Take your spoon and stir this stuff on through. It should be moist enough. Don't go adding stuff in unless you know what you're doing. You can add some marshmallows, some nuts, you know, a little bit of cannabis oil, a little bit of butter. I don't know, depending on what you do, what you like. But yeah, if you gonna give these to your kids, don't do that. Don't do that. But if your friends are coming over, go ahead and add a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and start scooping this in. I feel like it's stirred pretty good. You don't want to overstir your mix because these are brownies. We want these to be nice and gooey and chewy. Ooh. And I'm just using cupcake liners because I do not feel like greasing up a pan and putting, you know, doing all that. But and I just got this, so why not use it? And I'm just going for 12 here. I don't know. But this should yield a nice 9 by 9 pan of brownies. And I'm gonna leave the recipe in the description, of course, so y'all know how to do this at home. But I cannot wait till these brownies get done. I hope you guys did this with me because if you got some flour at the house, a little bit of you could probably even use packets of just hot chocolate. But I just got the little Hershey's 100% cocoa, unsweetened, naturally unsweetened, because we're gonna put all this sugar in it anyway. So we don't want sweet from our cocoa too, because it's gonna be abundantly sweet. And who wants abundantly sweet brownies? We want our brownies just chocolatey and gooey. And we if you didn't add all your chocolate chips, that's good. If you did, that's fine too. But for those of us who didn't, we're gonna go ahead and throw those on top for a chocolatier and a little bit of decoration too. You guys, these brownies are gonna be so good. I'm gonna clean up this area when I'm done, and then we're gonna have our finished result. But go ahead and just if you're using a pan, make sure you use some non-stick spray. Put some non-stick spray down in your pan before you go ahead and start filling them up. Or some parchment will do, even if you use a parchment or some wax paper, that'll also do. I've got some wax paper to the side of me here, but I'm not going to do a wax paper demonstration today. But that will be something I'll probably do in the future. Yeah, but yeah, it's really storming outside, you guys. So I want to do something, put together some soup, and I could show you guys how to do some rainy day soup with that video as well. And then we'll go out and we'll do the giveaway, and we'll make sure people are out here getting fed. At least if they've got to be in the rain, you know, we could do is go give out some blankets and just, you know, that's all I can do, because I know what it feels like to go through a hard time. But it's when people just act like they don't see you going through that hard time that it's really messed up. And I'm making these really full because I don't want to waste a lot of mix, but I have no intentions of using the rest of this mix. I don't know how good brownie mix holds, and I only have this 112 by 12 pan, but so I don't feel like lining this. I have a 6 pan right here, but I'll only end up using 2 brownie slots, which to me doesn't really make a difference. So I'm just going to shoot for the 12 because it's just me and my husband here, and I don't plan on really doing much with the rest of the brownies. So, any ones that look a little bit hollow, go ahead and throw a little mix in it, because I am seeing a little bit of gapping in some of these brownies. And these are not the type to overflow. These are going to puff up real nicely, but they're not going to overflow. Don't eat that mix, you guys. Okay. Let me go rinse my fingers off real quick, and we're going to go ahead and dot these with the chocolate chips, and then we're going to put them in the oven. Alright, so we've got clean hands now. I'm just going to go ahead and scrap the rest of this mix. If you want to eat it, I don't recommend it because we have put raw eggs in it, but if you eat raw mix, that's your business. I didn't say do it. If you do it already, then continue to do it. Don't waste it. Alright, so we got our beautiful looking brownies right here. Look at those. Good we did, guys. Yes. You guys see them? Alright, so go ahead and just scan a couple in your hands, and then dot the top of these. Dot the top. And tuck them in there so they're moist. You don't want dry chocolate chips at the top. Just tuck them in there so they're nice and moist. And then we could also leave some too for when they come out the oven and tuck them in there because they'll melt real good. keep dotting the top of those. And this is something that you could do any day, like I said, as long as you've got just some simple flour and sugar at the house and cocoa powder. These come together so quick and easy. I just got done eating dinner, that's why I'm posting this kind of late, but a midnight snack with some ice cream and some brownies doesn't sound bad to me at all. And if chocolate isn't your thing, I have a vanilla butter cake recipe, so do that. We'll do some other things here, but right now, simple is simple. All right, you guys, that's pretty much all you needed to do with these. Make sure you don't have any extra drippage on here. Make sure you guys don't have any extra drippage on here, and make sure that like look really nice. And yes, look what we did, y'all. Look what we did. Period. Period. And I use red tins. You could also do these for Valentine's Day too. If your kid has to take something to class and you want to be that parent, you want to be that mom to step out, show out, then do that. Oh, if your kid is going to school right now. All right. I'll see you guys back with the finished brownies.